For the setup, you need a tent and a plastic storage container of water. You need to put holes in the lid, not holes in the bottom of the floor tubes. You put some milkweed in the floor tubes with stems coming through the holes. Push the floor tubes into the holes of the container lid. You need to change the milkweed as needed.
My teacher went to a roadside and found some milkweed to cut. Then she washed the milkweed in soapy water to get rid of any insects or eggs or insecticide. She rinsed it off in water. She stored it in the refrigerator with water.
Mother lays her eggs on milkweed and flies away. Milkweed has very poisonous leaves. The caterpillar will only eat milkweed. The poison will be in the caterpillar even after it becomes a butterfly. The milkweed liquid inside the milkweed is very sticky. In the spring, the milkweed has pink flowers. In the late summer, they get seed pods and look like cacti to me. Then the pods turn brown and pop open, and the seeds will be out.
The egg is the first stage of the monarch. The egg is the size of a pinhead. Its shape is like a really little football. You can see the little black head of the caterpillar inside the egg. The egg has creases on it, and it has a yellowish-white color. The caterpillar feeds on the yolk of the egg when it is inside the egg.
The first thing the caterpillars eat is its egg. When we got all caterpillars, they were about a ½ centimeter long. They ate the milkweed we gave them. They grew really fast. The little caterpillars don't move that much. The poop for a caterpillar is called frass. The frass was very strong and they made a lot of it.
The caterpillar will eat a lot and will grow quickly. But unlike other animals, the skin doesn't grow with the caterpillar. So the caterpillar has to molt or shed its skin. The caterpillar molts 5 times before becoming a pupa. After every molt, the caterpillar will pull itself out of its face mask. The face mask is the black skin on its face. After the caterpillar molts, it eats its skin.
The monarch caterpillar grows up to be about 2 inches long. The average monarch caterpillar eats about 2 whole milkweed leaves a day. That would be about 5 or 6 big salads for us. They poop a lot too. Their poop is the size of a pencil eraser. Their poop is called frass. A monarch caterpillar has 6 true legs. The rest are called prolegs. Another weird fact is what you think are antennae are really tentacles. They are used for feeling. If you listen closely, you will probably hear the caterpillars chewing.
Large caterpillars eat so much that they get big. After they eat the milkweed, their body has a little poison taste. The caterpillar has no bones to help it keep its shape. When it eats so much, the skin will burst off the caterpillar.
Larger caterpillars' bodies have brighter yellow, white, and black stripes. Its forefeet have white spots on them. Its tentacles are longer.
It takes a long time for a caterpillar to find a spot to form its egg. They move around until they find it. If they are in a tent, they usually go to the top of the tent. They make a silk button and spin a silk thread. If they live in the wild, they go to the bottom of a leaf and hook themselves to the bottom and spin a silk thread.
When the caterpillar is in its J position, its skin splits for the last time. The caterpillar will wiggle until its skin comes off. The cremaster shoots up when the skin is at the top and helps push the skin off. Then, the pupa pushes the cremaster into the button.
The pupa will hang from the button. The pupa is green. No more stripes for the caterpillar. The outside hardens around the pupa to make the chrysalis. The caterpillar inside dissolves and breaks down into a soupy mixture. Its wings will start to form.
The chrysalis is like a sleeping bag, but the butterfly can't come out of it right away. At first, the chrysalis is a little bumpy and is light green with yellow stripes. Then the chrysalis gets smoother, is a jade green, and has gold dots close to the top. Next, the chrysalis turns dark. Finally, the chrysalis turns clear, and you can see the butterfly inside. When the monarch butterfly emerges, it happens really fast. First, when it comes out, its wings are really tiny, and its body is really big. It stays on the chrysalis and flaps and pumps its wings to get the fluid into them, to help the wings get bigger and stronger. The extra fluid from the chrysalis falls on the tent floor.
The butterfly's colors are white, orange, and black. When it eats, it uses a proboscis, a tube-like mouth that curls up when not in use. Its legs have toes so it can grip to a flower petal, and the feet are really small. When a monarch is still a caterpillar, you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. But when it is a butterfly, the boy has a scent spot on the hind wing. However, the females don't have a scent spot. The scent spots are used to attract females.
Did you know butterflies actually drink? Drinking is their way of eating. They drink nectar from the center of the flowers from their long tube-like tongue. The tongue is called a proboscis. Did you know monarch butterflies like watermelon too? When I saw them eating the watermelon with their proboscis, I thought it was kind of cool.
They sleep in the winter in Mexico and California. In our classroom, they would sleep in the afternoon and wake up in the morning. They would sleep in rows on the tent wall.
The tag says Monarch Watch. It gives its tag number and the phone number to call if you find a tagged butterfly. You tag so Monarch Watch can keep track of where the monarchs are. You tag on the discal cell on the hind wing of the butterfly.
The temperature was warm. It was good weather for the monarchs. It has to be at least 60 degrees for them to fly. When we opened the tent, a lot of the butterflies stayed inside. The teacher had to bring them out. The rest either flew away or landed on plants nearby. We were happy for our monarchs. We cheered, waved, and watched them fly off.
We observed the larvae and monarch butterflies 3 times a week. We measured and graphed the length of the caterpillars. The measurements started really low but went higher each day. We observed caterpillars in a J and then becoming a pupa. We watched the monarch butterflies coming out of the chrysalis. We saw the monarch butterflies dry their wings and saw them eat watermelon. We wrote about and illustrated all of this in our journals.
Through the microscope, the skins looked weird. When I looked at them, I said, gross. The skin looked like a tiny stick with fur on it, and the face mask looked like half a spear with black fur. The scales looked cool. I liked the scales more because they looked like a butterfly wing with fish scales. I liked looking at it. I think you would too. We made life cycle of monarch butterfly books. We wrote, sketched, and colored. It was fun. We wrote about the eggs, larva, pupa, chrysalis, and butterfly.
We hung our books up in the hall so everyone could read them.
When the temperature falls below 55 Fahrenheit, monarch butterflies cannot fly at all. They have to fly to a warmer climate. They gain weight by gliding. We think they find their way by using their antennae. If they live west of the Rocky Mountains, they fly to California. If they live east of the Rocky Mountains, they fly to Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, or Mexico. Millions of monarch butterflies migrate every year.
They are clearing roosting trees in California so people can live on the coast. They are cutting trees in Mexico, omel trees, for lumber. This destroys roosting trees and opens the canopy to rain and snow. Then the butterflies could die. It's very sad that they are cutting trees down because the butterflies could all become extinct.
Monarch butterflies lay their eggs only on milkweed plants. Monarch butterflies eat only milkweed. Some people are spraying crops and plants with insecticide. This would kill monarchs. People are also clearing land to make houses and buildings. That could destroy milkweed. If there are no milkweed plants in the area, there will be no monarchs either. My class doesn't want monarch butterflies to become extinct. Get a group of your friends to help you plant milkweed in your garden.
We should help monarch butterflies because they pollinate from flower to flower and make our earth beautiful. They are a critical part of the energy chain because they help grow plants, which are producers. We should not hurt the monarch butterflies because they are beautiful and bring happiness to people.